Hey guys, this is Moon Bubble. How are you? Just turning up brightness a little bit. So I was thinking about whether I wanted to do a vlog today, but I decided to anyways. The reason why I didn't want to is because today was a bit hectic and a bit full on for me. And I also have my monthly thing, which kind of made it even more worse. But I guess I'm still gonna make a vlog anyways. I'll try to, because I kind of want to do a 100-day streak and kind of remind myself like what am I doing and like what is my focus and stuff like that. Let me just get some water, sorry. So, I think I'm gonna take a shower first because I am. Alright, yeah. A lot happened today. I'm doing my YouTube cover right now, and hopefully I can get that done sometime soon. It's today I had a bit of a long day. I called the guy who was going to do the business thing, and he told me it's actually not that complicated. Like, all you need to do is change the business name, because it's kind of like there was this family business and they're not using that business anymore. So basically I can just change the name and use that business to start running my business, and pretty much no complications. He was like, don't overcomplicate it. It should be done really quickly. So hopefully I will be able to get the stuff, the product stuff, like up and running next week-ish or so. Apart from that, I'm feeling kind of iffy, like roller coastery right now, mainly because I had this epiphany moment when I realized that, you know, I felt really happy and just really positive and just really happy, because I was like, whoops. Sorry. I was like, okay, another day passed, great, and you know, we're making progress. We're actually like, I'm working my channel right now after I take the shower, and you know, things are going great. And I had a second epiphany that I had some great memories, had some very valuable work experience from people who, I mean, like, I didn't work, but I kind of volunteered and helped out. And like the people I was thinking about, like some people I've met before, and most of the people like who I'm no longer like with, they ended up in a very nice and happy situation where obviously it's not sunshine and rainbows for them, but they're at a much, I would say, a much better place than me, as in like maybe their love life is really good, maybe their careers are really successful. At least they can walk on the street or sleep at night without having to worry about the second day. They don't have to worry about me, because I obviously, when I was with these people, you can tell who's the one who's more dependent. The other person, when you see someone who's more successful than you, naturally I would feel that naturally the less the one who's like me, who's just not successful, would naturally be dependent and more drawn towards the one that the really successful people, the one your side who's more successful, and thinking about how happy and fulfilled they are makes me feel really happy, because I kind of can feel, I was thinking about it and I now kind of had an epiphany where I was like, oh, I kind of actually get it. Like, I actually kind of get how they feel now, because I woke up this morning feeling great, and just then in the last I had like roller coaster moments where in the first 5 minutes I'm like, okay, this is absolutely great, because I am now living the life that I want, and I am manifesting the people I want in my life, and I can feel how I actually want to feel, and it feels great. Like I'm more in tune with how great it feels to now work on what I want. But in the next 5 minutes, I would think about, but the truth is, I'm actually struggling and I'm actually falling behind, while the people more successful than me has abandoned and made me feel really shameful behind now. And while at this time of day, right now, it's 9 o'clock, they're at home resting with their friends, with their whomever, watching television and laughing and calling, with music playing, with bright lights, not like my room, freaking dark lights. And you know what? Thinking about that makes me feel genuinely happy, because I've checked up on some of those people before, and you know what? It is absolutely true. They're living their lives and they are genuinely happy. And whether I am there in their lives or not does not make a difference in their lives. They are happy whether I am there or I am not there. And on one hand, it sounds kind of awful, especially if, as an example, you really like the person, or you really want to be in a relationship, or really want to be connected to the person. But on the other hand, it's actually so freaking great, I think, because I had an epiphany that it's so great, because I would rather that person, if there's a person there who just, I would rather him or her to have a really, really happy evening, like right now, and do some really happy things, rather than sit there miserably and wonder every 2 minutes, what the freak am I doing? And why the freak am I like feeling like I'm going on a roller coaster? Because that's what I was feeling. I wouldn't want to have like late nights worrying about, oh my god, what the hell? Like suddenly thinking about, oh, I said this wrong, I said that wrong, and why does everything I do make them feel like I was doing everything wrong? And why am I blamed always? Maybe I could have been a bit better. And let me tell you guys, 5 minutes before I was talking about, before I started this vlog, I was extremely happy. I felt so good. Like, I felt all the happiness, all the abundance of like, okay, yeah, I am doing this. This is what I'm doing, some products. I'm creating a world I want and I like. And now I'm, making my next YouTube cover, and maybe having a peaceful sleep tonight, and waking tomorrow morning, catching up with my person on the business. And in a few days, I will maybe just chill a little bit before I actually start selling some products, being a store owner myself, and continuing on to, to do my usual stuff and create some cool stuff. But the thing is, I was thinking, wow, that's totally amazing. But it was kind of like sand. Like the next moment, I'm just like, hang on a second, I'm not really supposed to feel that way, because it's like kind of like reality disillusionment. I don't know if you guys heard of that before. It kind of feels like reality is disillusioning me. And I think the reason, and then I would think like, okay, reality is disillusioning me. I am thinking this way because I am trying to cope with the fact that there's people out there who left me, and they left me at a point where they are really doing really good, and now they will continue on in the next few years doing amazing, while the next few years I will still overthink and be miserable and try to kind of undisillusion myself, and then disillusion myself again, and then undisillusion myself, if you guys know what I mean. And I mean, that's what I was kind of thinking. But then I would then kind of rethink, and I would be like, hang on a second. How can I disillusion myself if all of these decisions and thoughts, like, you know,